This was such an awesome matchup. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Screw it. I'm going to go back and record this one. Hey, welcome back to the channel. All right, it's time for War 9 of the season, 7 fights. And if you look at the champions, these are like some of my favorite champions to use in this game, especially if you've been following me in War. You know how much I love every single one of them. 7 fights, we're going to jump straight into this, and make sure you stick around for the end where I will show a recap for where I am in standings on fights, rankings in BG, and Alliance here in 4 Loki. All right, we need to continue on. We've won 2 in a row at 4 Loki. We need to win. We think we maybe even need to win out just to make Masters. So here we go. Let's get to it. So this is Strike Counter. I'm going to be using Archangel for this one. The class disadvantage really is going to make a huge difference. No White Magneto pre-fight, no White Magneto synergy, no Horseman. This is just Archangel. You'll see that I am spec'd into Resonate there. It is helpful. It's nice. I really went out of my way to make sure I had my mastery set up as perfectly as possible for all my fights. And I'm going to show you something I think is pretty cool that some of you may know, some of you may not, that will make a big difference in a couple fights coming up. So here we go. We've already pretty much got this Punisher 99 down. I was trying to bait the reparry or just knew that their neuros would expire. So that's why I was holding block. His specials, they do trick me up, and sometimes even just full on catches me. So I didn't want to deal with those if I did not have to. Moving on to this next fight against this Miles. I've taken this now twice this season. Every single time, Taters sends me this delightful, extremely well detailed fight plan, and in it he always highlights Miles will go invisible when you throw your specials. You're using Archangel. There's no reason for you to throw specials unless you have your neuros up, but still no reason for you to throw them. And in the first one, I still threw a special, and here we go. So we've got 2 neuros up. I know Miles' moveset pretty well. I'm not sure what happened there. Actually, I do know. I'm going to be fighting a Doom in the next fight. Doom was the source of by far my worst death this season. And whatever reason now, it's like I've got the yips or something. And there I go. I throw a special for no apparent reason. Nothing terrible should have or would have happened, except for maybe cost myself some potions. But I threw the special and I'm like, oh, goodness gracious. You know, I've got my mojo back. We've got boss solos down. We took 7 fights the previous war. Shang-Chi even came. What is going on? So now here we are. This was the fight. This was probably the fight I was the most concerned with this war. Definitely not the most difficult fight, though. Not even close. But it's Doom. I can see the health pool is not large, which gave me some confidence. And I really should just be parrying in heavy here. I'm going to try to reparry if I can, just to keep that going. I don't want to deal with his aura if I don't have to. So that's why I'd like to try to reparry. That's when you can apply the poisons, right? Is on those initial hits. I had 4 bleeds up, so I know that poisons should be getting applied. I've thrown my special. We should be up to 3 neuros. So now if he throws his SP1, the aura will not come up. I have completely canceled his ability accuracy. I'm happy to play this game with him. If he wants to take his time, that's fine. I'll just reparry him. Boom. He's dead, right? I'm holding block. He's not going to throw a special. At least he shouldn't. If he does, not going to go unblockable. Not going to cost his aura because I had the 3 neuros up. So there you go. That's Doom. That's how it should go with Archangel. Now, I'm specifically showing you the Petrify. I had not spec'd into it as I'm showing you this here. But when your champion inflicts a stun debuff, they reduce enemy regeneration rate. Okay, cool. By up to 10%. And power gained from attacking or being attacked by up to 10%. You're going to see that come into play with these next few magic fights. I have it fully spec'd out, which means it's going to go up to a reduction of 30%. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the fights so you can kind of understand why I'm showing you that. I was fully spec'd into that also with Mystic Dispersion 5 of 5. I had these nice Mystic Power Back boosts. I realized though, I think, is this the fight where I change it? I think it is. I'm going to go up to a 12%er. Here we go. Yeah. I realized this Longshot had significantly more health than I had intended. The big concern being, like, if something just goes wrong or I forget what I'm doing and I accidentally somehow push myself to 3 bars of power, I really don't want to do that. So you can see I'm really making sure my boost here, I'm going to want to start with a advanced power start boost. If you've seen my war videos with Magik, I frequently will let myself get hit intentionally on purpose if I start in limbo. Now watch, she's not going to start in limbo. So I held block, I'm not going to want to get hit, and I'm just doing slow combos. Low combos, trying to hit him when he's stunned, because he's going to get that 30% reduced combat power rate while stunned thanks to Petrify, which is going to really help me get to 2 bars of power before he even gets to 1. We've got to our SP2. The power lock is now on. Game over. Unless Magik's, I think it's 85% to land her power lock on her special 2, and there's 2 chances for that. Unless that fails, which has happened, I've done a video on that, on some kind of things you might be able to do. He is going to be power locked. I'm just going to backdraft intercept. I'm not going to backdraft. I'm going to backdraft into a block because this fight is over. There's no reason for me to try to get, I don't want to say fancier, because backdraft intercept is a fine way to play the game. It's a great way to play the game, but there's no reason for me to even take that risk. I don't care about that at all. I'm just going to 4-hit combo, 3-hit combo, make sure I'm at my 2 bars of power before he gets to a power, right? So he's going to get a little bit of power here because I don't have the power lock on. No big deal. Just going to throw this. You did see the bleed up on Magik. I spec into the bleed portion of the suicides because with Limbo, I'm often going to be healing that back. I've taken a little bit of damage, but no big deal. No big deal. And now I'm going to move into another fight that I wasn't necessarily scared for. This fight I was pretty interested in, and then the fight at the very end were the 2 I was the most concerned with. So now we have Spite rise to power against this Mysterio. This, for me, it was not nearly as scary as the Longshot fight I just took. But this is still, this is still a fight that you need to pay a lot of attention to. I'm going to use advanced power boost, and you're going to see the same exact tactic. If I had started in Limbo, I would have maybe let him hit me. I would be a little concerned if he could kill me before Limbo is over. So you see there, I went with the ultra safe route. I'm spec'd into the Petrify. So I know that I can get to 2 bars of power before he's even going to get to 1. There we go. Hitting him while he's stunned. Throw my SP2. Fight's technically over. At least everything that I need to win the fight has been set up for me. I'm very, very comfortable now. I'm just going to do the same thing. 3, 4 hits. Pull myself back into a block. When we knock him down sometimes, I felt like Mysterio was really playing ball. I felt like I had a good understanding of the AI there. So I'm being a little bit more aggressive than you saw with the Longshot fight, but there we go. What could be a real problem. So he's got power flood, but he's getting no power because he is power locked. Magik is so good. She is incredible. I'm glad I finally made the R5 rank 5 worthy video on her. She's just that good. She's been in the game for so long, and I know so many newer players just aren't even aware of it because there's so many very powerful 6 stars that we're focusing on. So here we go. Now we're moving on to this fight against Sorcerer. I am very used to taking Sorcerer on the advanced power gain node, upper left-hand mini, but she wasn't placed there this war. So we've got Aspect Evolution, Kinetic Transference, but I've got Archangel. We're going to go ahead and still use our Invulnerability just because with her passive power gain and with Kinetic Transference, you never know. You never know, right? There's a reason she's placed there. I'm still boosted huge, as we showed earlier. I'm going to use my Indestructible. And if you've seen me take Sorcerer Supreme with Archangel before, you know I'm just going to treat the Indestructible as if it's part of his kit. I'm going to use it to my advantage. If she wants to throw her specials, great. If she doesn't, that's fine. As long as I don't take any hits and use up my Indestructible charges, my game plan is I'm just going to do as much damage as I possibly can. If she throws her SB3, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. She decided to throw her SB2. That's a very simple evade. And there we go. I mean, this fight should be over in like another 10 seconds, depending on how many neuros we get there. So yeah, she's got 3 neuros up. She should get stunned here in a second. There we go. Remember, there's the stun after the neuros are over. So if you're really keeping your eye on that, you can punish it like we did there. Fight over, fight over. And okay, now moving into the fight I was by far the most excited for is this fight against Guardian. There's a lot going on. I've done a Diablo video. I will link that in the description so you can check that out for more detailed on how to play Diablo. But I'm going to use all 3 of his pre-fights so we can go stun immune, we can have the nullification aura, and then heal back a little bit of energy damage should that come into play. And those will come up once we've thrown a special. Our aura will go up, which will trigger all of those abilities. This is Polka Dot Power and Sun Reflection, so I can't stun him unless we've landed a poison, which will come off of the heavies and the mediums of Diablo. We've already landed 1, so now the stun timer is down, and we're going to be getting power, which is really, really nice. Also, when Guardian has that armor up, he will auto block specials, so I needed to not throw my SP1. Throw my SP2, it's unblockable, of course, my SP3. And then if I was really struggling to land poisons, there is a chance to poison off of Diablo's heavy or medium. I think it's about 75% chance, but there's 100 off of the poison, off of the heavy. And you get heavy counter Guardians heavy with Diablo. I practiced a few times. I found that the reach was actually fantastic for it. So there we go. We've gotten to our SP3 now. You'll see 9 buffs come up on Guardian, which we will just start nullifying thanks to the essence of null. And our power will just continue to grow and grow and grow. And at this point, I just need to cycle SP2s. I've missed a few SP1 evades here. And I remember at some point in the fight, I thought, I'm just going to stop it. I just need to win this fight. There's no point, although I there decided to go ahead and dex. I guess I was feeling good. But you'll see me just start to block them. I've won the fight. All I can do is possibly lose it now. No reason to be fancy. You see there, I just blocked them. And just recycle these SP2s, let my power back boost, let the power from the node itself and Mystic Dispersion just do its thing. And Guardian is down. I think we're going to finish him off with a medium there. There we go. I really love that fight. This was just such great planning again from Lizer and Taters. Awesome, awesome stuff. And here's the really good news. The really good news is that we did actually win the war. Great war chosen. Y'all fought very well. It was a great war. Had a lot of fun. And then the MVPs. I'm sure you've seen these names before. Karate Mike, he's pretty good at this game. Clowniest Clown, also very good at this game. And Trigan, another amazing player. So congratulations to the MVPs for Loki. We're on the right track. Let's keep it going. And then I will check you guys here in a few seconds as we look at my stats for 3 weeks through the season. All right, and now let's take a look at my stats for 3 weeks through the season. I did end up getting this silver coin, silver card for the war that you just saw. If you're not familiar, Loki does this really cool stat tracking, fight tracking. It's called PR. Tater did an awesome video on it, and it really is a cool way to kind of look at your own performance and see, like, am I improving? How tough are the fights I'm taking? And as far as your rankings, taking a lot of fights is very helpful, but there's other metrics in there that can show you, here's how tough the fights you're taking and how well you're doing on them. I really absolutely love this kind of stuff. So for 3 weeks through the season, I've taken 70 fights, 67 of them have been solos, which means 3 deaths. Nothing I can do about it now. I'm really happy with the way we've bounced back from an unfortunate week 2 there. My rank in BG3, my PR rank, is actually 1. A lot of that is due to taking a ton of fights, but I'm doing a great job in them. So I'm really pumped up about that. And then my overall ranking within the Alliance for this season, actually ranked 3. I'm up there with the names like Karate Mike, PWF, Legacy, and I think it's OJ. I'm sorry, I know I'm forgetting someone else. Probably Clowniest Clown, B Manny. These guys, anytime you're up there with names like that, that means you're doing something well. And so I'm very proud of myself right now and looking forward to continuing this into week 4 of the season, the final week, and hopefully for Loki, we can continue to climb out of this hole and get ourselves into Masters. Thank you so much for watching. Looking forward to seeing you again really soon. I hope your wars are going well. Take care. I hope you either learned something, were entertained, or even better, a little bit of both. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.
See